Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to round 1 of the 2022 Memorial Tournament here at Jack's Place at Muirfield Village Golf Club. So let's get right into this. As always, we will be leaving the course settings at default. Fairways and greens are firm, the green speeds are medium fast, time of day is morning and the weather is clear. Let's check out the tee options. We will be playing from the gold tees, which are the tournament length, and they are playing 7,353 yards, and with it being day 1, pin set number 1. This course will offer a real challenge with its firm greens, punishing rough, and everything in between. But thank you so much for the continued support on the channel, guys. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you are enjoying the content, leave a like. So I'm just going to try and fade this opening tee shot down the right hand side of this fairway. There's a tiny slope, but this ball should kick over to the left hand side with its undulating fairways. This is the kind of course that will punish any wayward shots. You really have to play accurate golf around this course to succeed. So I'm just going to play 8 iron, a little bit of backspin, play the slope and the wind, and try and get this as close to the flagstick on the right hand side as possible. There's a slight slow, that means that ball's going to come up short right. It should kick left up towards the flagstick, but it's going to leave me a lengthy putt. Probably about 40 feet out here. 49 feet to be exact. 1 foot downhill. It certainly doesn't look as if it's 1 foot downhill, but we will go with it. This ball's certainly going to swing from right to left. Hopefully we've got the legs to get this down there. It's on a decent line, but it is going to come up short. I did not think that that ball was going to be travelling down a 1 foot slope. But the green speeds are 163, but this is still a tester for the opening par. Play it dead weight, it does turn into the cup. And it's a solid start to the 2022 Memorial Tournament here at the house that Jack built. Hole number 2. It's the shortest par 4 downhill, but length around this course doesn't really give you any advantage. It's all about accuracy. This should leave me nothing more than a full wedge into the green. It's another good tee shot. You really have to find the fairways off the tee boxes in this course, but with that 9 mile/h wind and the slope at my feet, I'm going to be aiming this ball at the drink. I really need an accurate approach shot here. Yardage is made for this club. There's a perfect. With that slight pull on my swing line, it is going to be left of the pin, but hopefully this sits down quickly and bites. That is going to give me my first real opportunity at a birdie here. Not a lot of movement in this from 12 feet out. Just going outside left edge off the cup. It's turned at my feet. It should hold its line. It does. And that is going to give me my first birdie off the round, and I do move to 1 under par. But if you did watch my PGA Championship rounds last week, you will notice that I did predict the correct winner in Justin Thomas. He eventually won via a playoff, but I am predicting John Ram will walk away with this week's Memorial Tournament. So just fully de-lofting driver here, taking it down the centre. That 9 mile/h wind should hold me up as well, and hopefully I've got enough fairway to work with. It's another tiny slow, but it's not really affecting the outcome of my tee shot. With this 10 mile/h winds, I'm going to have to go pitch and wedge. I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of de-loft. If we are too long here, I do have a helping backstop, but I fully expect this to be bang on yardage with a good shot. We do get the perfect. That ball's tracking well. It should sit down pretty quickly as well. It's done exactly that. It's going to leave me about a 7 foot putt for birdie. 8 feet. Not a lot of movement in this. Just going left centre and going to play this firm. That just drops on the edge of the cup. And I do move to 2 under par with back-to-back birdies. And hole number 3, this is going to be the start, or the first, of the par 3s. With this 8 mile/h wind, I think we can come down to 6 iron. I'm just looking to land this at the front edge of the green and allow the slope to do the rest. This should land on the fairway and hopefully kick up onto the dance floor. I have applied a fair amount of topspin. This should kick over to the left hand side now. Should really start swinging round. And that is a fantastic tee shot. And hopefully I can convert this 9-foot putt. Slightly downhill. Very little movement from right to left. Just playing this dead weight due to the slope. And that is a trio of birdies. And I have made a really good start here in the first round of the Memorial Tournament at Jack's house. But these par 5s are extremely tricky. Not much length in it. With this wind and the layout, I certainly can't hit driver. So just shaping 3-wood, tiny bit of fade. That should start to turn to the right hand side. And that's going to leave me a long second shot in. But like I said earlier, this course is all about accuracy and precision. I think 5-wood's going to be the club here. And with this 8-mile-per-hour wind, it should turn me from right to left. Risky shot here. Erring on the side of caution at the same time. There's a perfect. That wind's not really moving me, you know. That may well kick into the bunker. Quite surprised that 8-mile-per-hour wind didn't move me more in the air. But it is going to leave me a splash shot from the light rough. Hopefully I can get this one close. Just applied full backspin. These firm greens, the ball will roll out playing from the rough. I tell you what, that was on a good line, just never had the legs to run in for the eagle. But it's another birdie. And we are on a hot streak here. Long may it continue. 4 under at the moment. Hole number 6. Once again, our approach shot will be over the water. There's another tiny slow, but I tell you something, like I said, I can live with these tiny slows all day long. It's hardly deviating my ball offline. With a 6-mile-per-hour wind, my lob wedge should be made for this. 85 yards. Hopefully that wind carries me. I'm just going to apply a little bit of D-loft here. Tiny bit of topspin. And let's see if we can land this one close. Some of these pin positions are really tucked. Oh, it's a slight fast. It will be okay. It'll just be left of the flagstick. We're probably going to be pinned high here. Still going to be a tricky putt. The greens around here certainly offer a test. This is a 14-foot putt, swinging from left to right, slightly downhill. It's just going to miss on the low side there. Didn't respect the break as well as I could have. But it is going to be a solid par. And that puts an end to the birdie streak. But this is a fantastic version of this course. It's the first time I've played it. Sadly, I'm not sure who designed this one. But it seems pretty accurate from what I can tell. Nicholas does like to tinker with his course every year, adapting it. And that red slow seems to have come out of nowhere. That certainly did not seem like a red slow. And now I'm going to be in the heavy rough, and as you can see, this is really punishing. At least it's a par 5. I'm just going to try and hack 3-wood out here back into play. That's came out really well. It should trundle along this fairway for a good 20 odd yards. That's going to leave me a wedge, maybe a 9-iron into the green. I'm actually a lot closer than I expected. Gap wedge with full backspin, playing the wind and the slope at my feet. This ball should spin back towards the pin because I expect it to be a little bit long.
Come on, get down on that green.
Wasn't that long, but we did generate a tiny bit of backspin.
Oh, yeah. That's
and that is set up a good birdie opportunity, albeit a test and putt from 8 feet. There is a fair amount of swing in this from right to left. Let's see if we can give the crowd a cheer here. It's another fantastic putt. We do get it up and down for the birdie after a poor tee shot. And I move to 5 under par. Hole number 8. It's another tough pin location here, right at the front of the green. Very little room to work with here. 6-iron, full backspin. Try and land this. Ah, that's going to miss the green. I'm just going to try and land that at the right hand side of the pin. But that's a tiny slow, and that ball's probably went about 22 yards off target.
Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up
So
and
let's see if we
down
can
from here.
splash this one close and walk away with the up and down. This is one part of my game it's probably really strong consistently, and that is my scrambling. That ball came out better than it suggested, but it is going to leave me a tricky putt for the par save from 11 feet. Once again, a good bit of turn in this. This will feel like a birdie if I can save the par here. That should turn. It turns right on the edge, and I've actually seen them miss in recent times, but we'll take the par after that wayward tee shot. In the final hole of the front nine. It's another tricky par 4, and like I say, distance doesn't really help you around this course. It's all about placement, accuracy and precision. There's a tiny slow, and with the shape that ball is going to find itself in the heavy rough, and I'm probably going to be obscured by these trees. This is a disaster. This is where you start to walk away with bogeys and double bogeys.
I always apologize. Sorry about that.
Let's see if we can make the best of a bad situation here. 9 iron, full fade, and I'll try and play a tiny slow here just to help the cause.
I think I lost.
I did manage a tiny slow. It's still going to miss the green, but it's going to give me an opportunity with another up and down save from the heavy rough just to the left hand side of the green. Let's see if we can splash this one and get it running up towards the flag. It should release out. The green's turning it away from the hole. Hopefully I can convert this putt. It's going to be another testing putt from 9 feet. Like I said, nothing is easy around this course. That should turn. It does turn, and I am really putting well. My scrambling once again saving me, and that really is a solid front 9. 5 under, bogey free, hole number 10. Bottleneck fairway up here. I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of draw, try and keep this down the centre of the fairway. There's a laser beam, perfect. That should work out really, really well. It's going to run over to the right hand side, but hopefully it stays in play. Really enjoying the course and the challenge it offers. The designer really has made a fantastic job with this course. Pitch and wedge, full backspin, using the wind. Oh, it's another slight slow. And with that, that's going to come up short right. I do apologise if I sound as if I have a cold, guys, but it's hay fever season. Sadly, it's affecting me. My eyes are streaming, my nose is streaming. Hopefully my voice isn't too irritating for these commentaries. I've not hit that firm enough. It was on a decent line as well. It's going to be a tap in par. I will remain at 5 under. Really looking forward to tuning in and seeing how the pros do. Like I say, I really fancy John Ram for this week's event, but it's a decent field. It's always interesting to see how these pros navigate themselves around these tougher courses. So just de-loft the driver here. It's another fantastic swing. I think this should just about allow me to reach this green in 2. I think there's a huge false front defending this green if memory serves me correct. Certainly been inspired from Pete's eye here. So 5 wood. Lofting it up, see if the wind will take us over past the tree. It's a baby fast. It's certainly got the legs to get there, but I think this ball's going to kick hard left. It has done. That's a horrible kick into this greenside bunker, and this is deep. It's a steep slope here. Let's see if we can splash this one close. This might have a chance of going in if we get on a good line. Full top spin here. Is this going to release out? It's never going to go in. It's not released out either with that slow. It's left me a makeable putt from 7 feet. Hopefully this secures birdie number 6. It does. I do move to 6 under par. And so far so good. If you gave me 6 under par, bogey free 18, I would take it now. Because the last 4 holes on this course really are challenging. This is another brutal green and pin. Target golf required here. Oh, it's a slow. That's going to be this greenside bunker. It's going to kick back into it. And like I said at the start of the round, you have got to be so accurate around this course. Any tiny wayward shot's going to be heavily punished, especially on master swing difficulty. That's another good splash shot. It's checked that beautifully for me. And that is going to secure another solid par, which I do convert. I'm going to stay at 6 under par through 12 holes. The back 9 of this course, I would say, is a lot tougher than the front 9, especially the last 4 or 5 holes. They do offer a real test. So once again, just going to turn this from right to left, a little bit of draw into the wind. It's another laser beam perfect. There's been too few of them recently. I think my controller is just past its sell-by date now. But that is another solid tee shot. It's set up a nice approach shot where I'm looking to use the contours of the green here and let this ball work its way down towards the pin. It's another slight slow. It's going to come up short right, but it may still work its way down towards the flagstick here. I did apply a lot of loft and topspin. It does get down to the bottom tier, just coming up 18 feet short off the pin. Just swinging a little slow at times today. It's another putt where I've underhit. It was on a fantastic line. I actually didn't underhit it. It was a good weight. Just didn't have the read. These putts do really slide off the face of the putter. Very aggressive breaks on them. Oh, I tell you what, can I carry this water? I don't think I can. I'm just going to hit 3-wood. Just apply a little bit of D-loft and try and take this down the right centre off the fairway. There's another perfect, laser beam perfect. And that's going to leave me nothing more than a wedge into this narrow green. It looks another tough pin position. So 119 yards out. That 11-mile-per-hour wind in my face. I'm going to have to go 9-iron. A good bit of loft, full backspin, and try and land this as close to the pin as possible. This is a tough shot. I don't fancy playing safe. It's another tiny slow, but surely that stays dry. Don't spin back down this slope. Oh, it has done exactly that. Wow. Once again, these tiny slows just taking the ball way off a line and really punishing me. And this is now disaster area because I've got so little green to work with here. I'm going to actually pitch this 68 to 75 lie percentage. Not great. The problem is the ball's not going to sit down quickly here. Wow, that shot out a lot better than anticipated. Probably didn't get the power right there. Let's see if I can chip this one in. This would be for the bogey. That's a red slope. Oh no, that needs to stop. It's going to run off the green again. And I'm having a disaster here. We're now looking at a double bogey. Really have to be aggressive and try and chip this in. If not, it's going to be a triple. Get in. Oh my goodness, it bounced over the hole. It is going to be a triple bogey. All my hard work gone, disappeared in one shot, and we go from 6 under to 3 under. Fortunately, it's a par 5 here on the 15th. Let's see if I can pull a shot back. Once again, just shaping this against the wind. There's a red slope. It should kick left, but I've lost a lot of yardage here. And I don't think I'll reach this green in 2. This is going to be a 3-shot par 5 now. It's not even the longest of holes. Let's see if we can kick this up onto the green from the fairway. Oh, it's a baby slow, but with that slope at my feet, this should kick right, hopefully back into play. It's trying its best, it's done that. I don't think I was ever reaching that green with the 3-wood. Let's see if I can splash this one close and try and get a birdie back. Superb execution. Couldn't have played that any better. It is going to reward me with a tap-in birdie, which I do convert, so that gets me back to 4 under par. 3 holes remaining. But I did say the back nine really tests every department of your golf game, especially if you have wayward shots. But 4 hybrid into the right hand side of this green. There's a perfect. Now this should run and start to turn back towards the pin. Come on, ball. Should really start to turn towards the flagstick. Has it got legs? Reluctantly turning. It's going to leave me a downhill putt. Don't want to overhit this. Some of these pins you just cannot attack, guys. You really have to play with a bit of caution. I've learnt that to my detriment, especially on the hole where we walked away with a triple bogey. I can't actually recall the last time I had a triple bogey, but learning curve for me around this course. Hopefully this video does well. And like I say, there will be a final round, round 4. If you haven't already done so and you are still watching this video, please make sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. But there's a red slope. Certainly felt that one. Swing timing just gone a little bit the last few holes. But it really is so hard to hit consistent perfects, and this is going to be a tough shot. I think at best I'm going sand to sand, and it'll be the bunker that's short of the green. The sand and the heavy rough is so punishing around this place. That's a fantastic strike. It is going to be sand to sand. Once again, I'm just going to be relying on my short game scrambling here. Hopefully this runs out. It's a perfect. It should release out. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh my goodness, we just burned by the left-hand side of the cup. Unlucky not to get birdie there. It's another solid par. We will move on to the final hole. This really is a fantastic closing hole. The clubhouse and the gallery right next to the green, but it's such a narrow fairway here. Just shaping this tiny bit of fade, try and find the right centre off this fairway. It's a baby slope, and with that fade, will you believe it, I am missing the right hand side of the fairway, and we find the bunker, and it's going to be punishing again. I don't think I'll get up there. 181 yards into this 9-mile-per-hour wind. I think at best all I can do is find the front of the green. There's a tiny fast, and look how far off target that's went. I'm certainly making life difficult for myself.
This is what our third shot's looking like.
Like I said, this course is all about accuracy. And on master swing difficulty, it's so hard to achieve perfection. But let's splash this close. That should sit down and spin back a little bit. It's done exactly that. This is a putt for a 4 under 68 round this extremely challenging Muirfield Village, the course that Jack built. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for round 1. I really do hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will see you on Sunday for the final round. Until then, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.
See you next time.